What's up? We're live. We're live. Yu-san, ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. We are live. We are live. Welcome to another stream. If you can hear Sesame Street in the background, it's because my son is watching Sesame Street on my laptop. Yeah. Hey, come say hello.
Hello.
Come here. Come here. Come here. He's going to say hello as well. Come here. Can you say ohayo gozaimasu?
おはようございます。
もう一回もう一回. Ready? おはようございます。おはようございます. Oh, there's Nemo. Nemo. You're looking very like a flat static image today. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
バイバイ。
Bye-bye. Gonna watch Elmo. Okay, go watch Elmo. Go watch Elmo. Let me know how it is looking and sounding for everyone today. Mondays. Oh, you're gonna show that one too. Okay, here you gotta come over here. Hoop. Paw Patrol. That's Paw Patrol. Very good. Yeah. Ohayo ni de gozai. Sounds good. All right. Okay. Hopefully it looks good as well. I got this new pop filter. Oh, he wants to show this too. This is Sing. Thank you. Watch Elmo. You should watch Elmo. Even though the puns don't work in Japanese, apparently. Yeah, puns in Japanese are just, yeah, they don't really work. Oh, now he's playing guitar. Are you playing guitar? Now he's playing guitar. He's playing guitar. I got a good laugh, though. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm going to check on myself, check on the stream. Is it lagging for everyone? It's a little bit lagging on my screen. I hope it's not lagging for everyone. Playing the guitar. Hayes is playing the guitar. But good morning, everyone. It is just before 9 o'clock here in Fukuoka, Japan. Here in Fukuoka, Japan. I have to get used to not like looking at this big circle that's in my face now. But it will help. YouTube streams tend to have a bit of delay. All right. Well, sure. Yeah. Hayes. Da-dum goes the guitar. What do you say? Yes, you say sorry. You have to be careful. Nah. Okay, be careful. All right, thank you. Don't worry, it's not a very expensive guitar. My wife has had that for a long time. So he knocked it over because he was being a 2-year-old boy, and that's what 2-year-old boys do. They like to create havoc. Oh yeah, so what I was thinking is on my monitor screen where I can see myself on camera, there is a delay. So it's delayed for me, for my monitor, but looking at it on my phone here, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna take that off, sorry. Okay, good stuff. Whoa. Uh-huh. Can you say, Daddy, help me? Okay, bring me. Doing live streams with a 2-year-old is, yeah. Offspring. Here, come here. Let me see. You want to do that one? Okay. Okay. All right. So like I said, doing live streaming. First things, are you passing down English to the kid? Yes, of course. I speak English to him quite a bit. but I also speak Japanese to him as well. But it depends on the environment. So if we're hanging out with his Japanese grandma and grandpa, the environment is a Japanese environment, so that's where we will speak Japanese, because my wife will be speaking Japanese, and yeah, so I'll be speaking Japanese there. But when we're at home with just daddy and Hayes time, of course I'm going to speak English, because it's much easier for me. I mean, either one is fine, but yeah, I usually only speak English to him. Yeah. Hey Kuno, are you going to watch Elmo, or are you going to play guitar? You have to choose one. You have to choose. You want to play guitar? You want to play guitar? Okay, you want to play guitar with Daddy? All right, so we're going to play bilingualism. Yes, bilingualism for sure, for sure. Boop, 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 boop. So we're going to play guitar and turn off Sesame Street. Are you going to watch Sesame Street? Or are you going to play guitar? Okay, so we have to turn off Sesame Street. Okay? Come on. Come on. You gonna play guitar?
Yeah.
Alright, so what I usually do is I hold the chords and he strums. So, ready? Go! And it's out of tune like crazy. So yeah, he likes to strum when I'm strumming, and it messes everything up. So okay, we're done playing guitar. Guitar finish. Okay, guitar finish. Elmo. Okay. All right. Yeah. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult. You want to come up here with Daddy? All right. It's a little bit difficult to Oh, you're so small. You're so small. I don't know. I have it on half screen. Stuff is good. Stuff is good. We're just hanging out here. What? You want to put on the headphones? Okay. Here you are. Say hello, Ryu.
Hello, dear.
Say ohayo gozaimasu, Ryu. Don't touch.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo. Ready? We're gonna do some crazy special effects. Oh, are you gonna put it back on? Put it back on. Okay, ready? Here we go. Oh, crazy special effects. Wow. Okay, we're gonna turn that off. Turn that off. Okay, thank you. You are the best stream buddy and the worst stream buddy. You're the best because you're my cute little boy. But you really don't help at all. You just get in the way. Heizu. So it's just heizu. Heizu is how we spell it. Genki, genki. Genki だけど今ちょっと風邪ひいてます. So that's why he's not at school today. He's always genki, but he has a little bit of a cold, so that's why he's not at daycare today. He's taking the day off, yeah. Yep. Heizu. Perfect. Yep. Heizu. Oh, thank you. He decided to bring me a ball. Here you are. All right, very good. So, yeah, it looks like we have about 4 people checking it out right now. My brother, Robert Mason, is in here. Ryu Akiyama, and a couple other people. I don't know. Say what's up in the chat. Let me know if you are new to the channel. Our goal here is to grow this channel with your likes, comments, and subscribe so that this channel can one day bring sponsor free trips to Japan. Hey, here. Here you are. Here you are. He's gonna try to bring me all of his toys again. And yeah, I'm new. I'm guessing I was interpreting it as haze rather than haze or haze. I'm not sure how you spell it in English. Yeah, we spell it like this. That's how we spell his name. Yeah. Hi, I'm new. I'm due. How do you do? Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Yes, very good, very good, very good. You got your airplane and car. Very good. So, yeah, what I do on these streams is I just talk anything Japan, anything Japanese. He's bringing me more toys. Japanese language, Japanese culture, anything about Japan. Anybody has any questions and stuff like that? Hey, Chris! Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning, Chris. Thank you for jumping over. Thank you for jumping over. Yeah, so we just talk anything Japan. Talk about anything Japan. I'm gonna monitor myself one more time here from the cell phone. See how we are looking in. Yeah. Ohio, how are you doing, Chris? Let's see. I have a few variables going on. I have the window open because it's nice. We're going into fall season here in Japan. And I have a fan right here. And I have Sesame Street on the background. Sorry. Oh, Simper, good morning. What's up? What is up, Simper X? Smashing the super chat, going crazy, going crazy. Looks like I survived the typhoon. Yes, I did. I did survive the typhoon. So, and the other variable is a 2-year-old boy running around. So awesome. Thank you, Simper X. I'm gonna go find his channel and we're gonna link to his channel, YouTube. I don't have the cool bot set up like he does. I think Simper is actually live right now playing games, playing Fallen Guys, and we will drop his link here. Boom, bam! We just dropped Simper X's link. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, he wants me to fix his minion here. I'm gonna go over to Simper X. Simper X. I'm gonna comment here. I'm commenting on Simper X's live stream. Boom! So I just commented over there. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on over there. Okay. Fix. He wants me to fix the minion. He wants me to fix the minion. I fix this probably 400 times a day. Awesome, man. Yeah, you're playing the Fallen Guys. I love watching that. My son loves watching the Fallen Guys. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch. Anyway. Alright, guys. Okay. Getting back to my stream here. Yep. Looks like he's fighting the typhoon. Okay, getting back to my is it supposed to be open? Also, have that bug hat. Haha. Yes. I love this hat. This hat is awesome. I love this hat. I like black hats. I have a bunch of black hats for sure. So yeah. So it opens. This is supposed to open, but what happens is he just goes like that and pulls it and breaks it, and I have to fix it 400 times a day. Yeah, I'm okay with bugs. Bagoom, says Chris Lane. Yeah. No more eating bugs. I gave up on eating bugs for a little while. Maybe we'll eat bugs, yeah. Bagoom! So Bagoom is basically Chris from a video I did recently where I ate scorpions and crickets and grasshoppers and whatnot. And the name of the store is Bagoom. And when I looked it up online, I was like, okay, cool, Bagoom, you know. And you can see like there's a little, like a bite taken out of the bug there. Thank you. Yeah. So I kept calling it bug room. So I looked it up, and my brain like filled in an R right there after bug because it makes more sense than bagoom. But it's Japan, so that's why it's bagoom and not bug room. So anyway, yeah. Maybe bagoom, onomatopoeia for eating and swallowing. Bagoom, maybe. Hazel, what do you say? Huh? What? What, you can't hear? Yeah. Here, let's close that. There you are. Is that better? Goom! Yeah, goomies. Goom sounds like something like Yoshi eating something for sure, yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Bagoom. Enjoying my morning coffee. We're going to do a couple hours of live stream this morning. And then after that, we have some errands to run. My wife and I will have been married for 6 years. Today is the 14th, so 2 days from now. So, yeah. 2 days from now, I have to make sure we have to go and buy mommy presents. And just do some errands and stuff like that. So, yeah, I can't believe it's we've been married for 6 years. We've been together for 8. So, and we have this beautiful, ganky little boy together. So, yeah. 6 years, yeah. Long-term relationship, yeah. We're married, so it's a done deal, yeah. Seems like yesterday. Yes, it does. Seems like yesterday, yeah. Hi, Hayes. Yep, he's just bouncing around. The lens that I'm using today is very dialed in. Maybe we'll switch it up. We'll switch to a different lens here, so you can get a little bit more of a view and see what he's doing in the background. I have a fan right next to me, so you can see that there. So we're gonna pop over to a weight screen. I will switch lenses, and yeah, I'm still here. I'm just switching the lens, so we have a not so tight view on my head, but you can see what's going on here. All right, let's switch it back. So we popped that off. All right, so it's a little bit, here, let's zoom out so you can see like my messy office, my messy little office studio here, my hat rack back there, and then Hayes is hanging out right down over there. So yeah, I think I kind of like this a little bit better. Guitar case. Alright, we'll just put that back there. What you doing, Hayes?
On the train.
Oh, you're making a train? Okay. He's making a train, he says. He's making... Oh, your room is messier? How much damage from the hurricane was there? The live stream was wild. Yeah, so there was quite a bit of damage, but nothing too drastic. We got really lucky in my town. In my city, we dodged a bullet for sure. We got crazy wild winds and stuff like that. A lot of stuff, a lot of garbage and rubbish and whatnot blew around, and like there was some, a few roof tiles that you could see that came off. But other than that, in my city, we were okay. There was a little bit of fire, but I think they probably got that put out really quick. And I think it was an electrical fire, like not sure, but yeah. Other parts it was a little bit worse because they got more torrential rains and whatnot, and yeah. So for sure. Let's see if we can do that. My room is messier. Yeah, I mean my room's not too bad here. It's just a 2-year-old boy can be a tornado sometimes. Like, he likes to bring out every single toy and play with every single toy at the same time. Yeah. So looks like we have 7 people, 7 concurrent viewers. Definitely hit me up in the chat. There. Say what is up. Definitely go check out Simper X. Sometimes they don't outgrow that. Yes, hopefully he outgrows that. Because yeah. What's the best thing about Fukuoka? I've never been. The best thing about Fukuoka is there's not one best thing. There's so many best things about Fukuoka. And when's the best time to visit? I would say, honestly, now. I'm going to clean off the lens a little bit. I got this little lens cleaner thing here. Because it's not too hot. It's not too hot right now. Like I said, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have the windows open. It feels great. So I would say spring or fall. Winter's not bad. I mean, because it doesn't get too cold here. For sure. My son's in the other room. Would love to, but stuck in Australia. Yep, for sure. What you doing, Hayes? Come here. Once the world gets a little less crazy, we are going to be, trying to sponsor free trips through this channel. Once we can grow with, everyone's support. And Rob, thank you, Rob, for the super chat. Boom, on screen there. Robert Mason is my big brother. He's my big brother, and he's watching from. Where are you watching from, Rob? He's recently just became a long haul trucker. He wanted to try something new, so he got into trucking. So just to kind of adventure and stuff. Illinois, he's in Illinois, but our main base is in Missouri, whatnot. So, but yeah, thanks Rob. So all that $20 that Rob sent over goes towards our goal. It goes towards our goal. Do you collect vintage manga? I do not collect vintage manga. Do you collect vintage manga, Knights of Old? Thank you for joining the stream. Let's give you a welcome. Yokoso. I don't collect vintage manga, but I do like going to Book Off here and looking at manga. Cool. What's your favorite manga? I probably won't know it. I'm not the biggest manga fan. But I do enjoy it every once in a while. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Chris. Welcome. Thanks, Rob. All right. Yeah, I have a little effects button that I can mess with. Thanks again, Rob, for the super chat there. It's amazing. It helps our goal, our channel grow. That's better. Yeah, I need to make a habit of that. And I got to give one to Dew Akiyama. All right. So anybody, I have the reverbs up. Turn the reverb down. So anybody that joins the stream here, I will give them a crazy what's up like that. I'll give them a crazy what's up. How do I want to do this? So when I have different lenses on and I have to you said my name all echoey. Yes. I have to adjust the microphone when I have new camera lenses. So, I don't want to look like this. I don't want to look like, hey everybody, a little bit of ASMR. I have to adjust the microphone so it fits the screen. It's comfortable for me to speak in. So yeah, but Knights of Old says I like 1970s super robot manga like Mazinger Z. That sounds epic. That sounds epic for sure. I do have a lot of books. I have a lot of books. Here, we'll give you a quick look at my messy bookshelf. And you can't see it, but I don't know. Lots of books over there. Gundam is cool. Yeah, I watched your vending machine challenge video with Andy, and the other day it looked like a lot of fun. I wish we could had cool vending machines here. Yeah, you know, Japan is ridiculous with vending machines. Yeah, it's crazy. Do I read Japanese books? I have read Japanese books, but it's not my thing. You know, I don't really read. I read English books for fun, but Japanese books I can do it, but it's always just, you know, I need to get a Kindle. If you've watched Andy's Kindle video about how he can look up words and stuff like that, you know, I've been studying Japanese for 15 years, but even so, like, you know, if there's a kanji that I'm not familiar with or I don't use on regularly, I don't know it, and I have to stop and look it up, and it sometimes can be very tedious. So, and I will say, with my 15 years of Japanese, my worst skill is reading and writing. I would say not necessarily writing, but reading, I guess. But I can do it. 日本語を読むのがすごく難しいなんですよね。私が得意なのは、まあ喋ることですよね。なんかずっとね、日本語喋ったりするけど、読み書きは普段あんまりしないですね。はい。Whoa, he's playing the guitar again. Be careful, Hayes. Yeah, sometimes it does take a while, yeah, to read books. So, but I liked Andy's Kindle video. That was really cool, and really wanted me to consider getting a Kindle, you know, for myself, so I can read a lot of books. But also maybe for this dude, when he gets older, maybe he can check out books as well. So when I learn language, it's always listening that seems to do me in. I develop reading and writing pretty fast. Well, that's good, yeah. See, the thing with language is it's very personal for everyone. The way I speak English is the different from any way that any other person's going to speak English, yeah? Oh, you need help? Okay, he wants me to turn on another episode of Sesame Street. Okay. Which one? You want to do that one? Okay. Whoop. Okay. Here, let me have these. Okay, alright. So, turned on another episode of Sesame Street. There you are. Very good, very good. Are you... Did you guys just see that? Did you see what I'm seeing here? No, Hazel, gross. No. No. We don't do that. Okay. I have to wipe his nose because he's got a little bit of a cold and he's like, sorry guys, that's gross. Hey, come. Blah. あ、じゃあ見ないんだ。はい。見る？はい。じゃあ見る？ちょっと。There we are. Oh, little 2-year-old boys doing little 2-year-old boy things. I'm sure I never did that when I was 2. Like, sorry everybody. Had to be dad for a second. That's the only downside to streaming with him. Sometimes I got to stop streaming. Be dad. So, but I still like hanging out with him and whatnot. He always, you know, is fun. The joys of working from home with kids. Yes. It's like doing 2 jobs at once. For sure, yeah. And you didn't die. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I think it makes you stronger. It definitely makes you stronger. Builds the immune system. Builds the immune system. But yeah, I just don't want my son like picking his boogers and eating them on my live stream. Anyway, he's a cute dude. And he's watching. It's not that it isn't kind of icky. It totally is. Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, totally a little bit icky. Yeah. But good stuff. Yeah, Fukuoka. Let's go back to Fukuoka. Let's talk about Fukuoka, my city here. Lots of fun stuff to do. And I like it because Fukuoka is I think it's in the top 10 largest cities in Japan. Obviously, Tokyo and Osaka and Yokohama, those places are going to be much more heavily populated. But Fukuoka is still within the top 10 largest cities in Japan. So it's got a lot going for it. Lots to do, lots to see. Fukuoka is famous for food, right? Fukuoka food is famous, right? Yes, Fukuoka food is very famous. Specifically, ramen, tonkotsu ramen, which is you can find from pretty much anywhere you go in Japan. Tonkotsu ramen originated from Japan, from Fukuoka. But more than that, all sorts of food. Like we are a very big port city, and right on the ocean, which most big cities in Japan are on the ocean. But anyway, lots of fresh fish, and lots of fresh vegetables. What I was saying with the big city area is that we're a very big city, but you don't have to go very far to get to the countryside. So there's a lot of good food coming in. You can probably take a train you can be in the smack dab city center and then get on a train, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you're in the countryside. And that's what I like about it. You can get away from the city, the hustle and bustle of the big city really quick and enjoy rural Japan, or the countryside of Japan, which I definitely recommend to anyone coming to Japan. Yeah. Are there many options to eat out if you are a vegetarian? Yes and no. Yes, in that you have to probably be a little bit more diligent and search. But it is getting a little bit more popular in Japan. Vegetarianism and veganism. There are a few vegan restaurants and whatnot. When in doubt, go to an Indian restaurant, because, as you know, in India, they have a very big vegetarian population. So you can find vegetarian restaurants at Indian restaurants, and Indian food in Japan it's pretty decent. It's pretty good. But it is a little bit more difficult, definitely because Japan, they love their fish. They love their yakiniku, they love their yakitori, and everything like that. Definitely ramen might be a little bit hard, because ramen, usually the soup, well, not all of it. I guess you can have, shoyu ramen and shio ramen, which are kind of salt or just soy sauce flavored ramen. Miso is definitely made out of fish and whatnot. So if you want to travel to Tokyo from Fukuoka, would you fly or take Shinkansen? Definitely fly. Both are viable means, but if you take an airplane, that is going to take you about 2.5 hours. If you take Shinkansen, it's probably close to 6 to 8 hours. So yeah, definitely, if you value your time, definitely take an airplane. But if you like trains, if you like Shinkansen, definitely, like the bullet train, if that's your thing, do it. I've ridden the train from Fukuoka to Osaka. It takes about 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's great. I can go to Kyoto and whatnot, so for sure. If you want to travel, okay, there's that one. What USA food hasn't been replicated there? A lot. I mean, they try to do foods, but they just can't do it right. So, like, hamburgers here, I mean, McDonald's is McDonald's. It tastes the same. But if you try to go to an actual, like, hamburger restaurant that tries to make, like, hamburgers, they can't get it right. It's just, I don't know. It's just not right, They're okay. Pizza, the only place that, I feel like I get, like, American pizza is Costco, and that's like crappy Costco pizza, but it tastes like American pizza. Like the pizza the delivery pizza that you can get from like Domino's and stuff like that. It's like it's not the same. It's all wacky, crazy flavors with like seafood and stuff on it and stuff. It's not bad. It's just different, you know. What else? Lots of things. There's a lot of stuff that I miss from the United States, like a lot of different candies and stuff like that, and sodas, stuff like that. Dr. Pepper. You can find Dr. Pepper every once in a while, but usually in Japan they don't like Dr. Pepper because they think it tastes like medicine. So, yeah. Oof, that's bad if Costco is the best. Haha. Donuts. All right. So, Japan has Mr. Donuts. Mr. Donuts, right? It's dang good, Mr. Donuts. It's not Krispy Kreme's. You know, Krispy Kreme is very good. And American donuts are very good. But Japan does an amazing job with their donuts. You know, they have Mr. Donuts and they have a bunch of other little bakeries. That's one thing I will say is that Japan is known for eating rice, obviously, but they have so many bakeries. Like Japan eats so much bread. You know, in the United States, obviously they eat a lot of bread as well, but I feel like the bread is different. Like here, there's so many. You can go to a bakery and there's probably 40 different types of breads. You know, like curry pan and agepan and donuts and you know, cheese breads and like garlic breads, and like the bakeries here are nuts, you know. Yeah, and they often use soy flour. They use soy flour, and they also use rice flour as well. So like rice bread. Rice bread is really mochi stiru. So it's really, you know, kind of, it's got a little bit of a chewy feel to it. It's great. It's like a great texture. Yeah. Talk about chocolate differences. So chocolate differences. Yeah. I would say the chocolate here is a little bit more bitter. Not as sweet. Not as sweet as chocolate in the United States. They still do have like the really, really sweet chocolates, but in Japan they don't like things that are overly sweet. I would say in Japan it's a very salty country, like lots of salty foods. Like if you think about it, shoyu, which is soy sauce, and they put on a lot of different things, and ponzu and yakitori and yakiniku, stuff like that. And ramen is also very salty. That kind of goes into their taste palette, and where they don't like things that are too sweet. Like you'll see people on Japanese TV like eating, you know, things that are sweet, and they're like amai, you know. So Gatorade is better than Pocari Sweat. Yeah, apples, oranges, whatever, you know. I like both. Pocari Sweat is okay. Gatorade is all right. I haven't had it. Natto, delicious or disgusting? Ready for this? Delicious. I like natto. I think you got to get some good natto. I've had some fresh natto before, and it was amazing. I had it at kind of like a ryokan, so it's like a Japanese style inn, and it was really, really good. And one of my favorites, actually, it's a double. Sorry, hiccups here. It's kind of like a double whammy, is that it's natto, but it had a little bit of umeboshi flavoring. Umeboshi flavoring. So it was like natto, it had the natto taste, but it also had the umeboshi. And I think there was shiso in there as well. So a lot of people, you know, umeboshi are like a no-go for a lot of people, and natto is a no-go for a lot of people. So, but I had them in both, but I love it, yeah. Did it take a while to get used to it? So the first time I had it, you know, I wasn't a big fan. You know, it was strange. It was something very new to me, but it didn't disagree with me. I thought it was okay. I thought it was all right. Let's see. Is this on manual focus? Yeah, okay. We have autofocus on. I just wanted to check to see if that was focusing correctly. Yeah. But it is, I would say, definitely an acquired taste. I mean, think about it when you were super young and the first time you tried coffee. You know, I think maybe I had a sip of my mom's coffee when I was, I don't know, 6 or 7, and I was like, bleh, what is this, like, nasty enough? And now, you know, I gotta have me my coffees. Can you see it in there? And I drink it black. I don't put any sugar. No milk. I just drink it black. That's how I do it. Yeah. Anybody out there, black coffee drinkers? Mainly, I don't mind milk and sugar, creamer and sugar in my coffee. It's just an extra step. I don't care. Like, I think it tastes fine just like this. So, but yeah, yum yum yum. Natto is definitely an acquired taste. Sure, black. Yes, black. I like my coffee like I like my metal. Black. All right, very good. Black metal. Yeah, I like metal. I like metal. I like baby metal sometimes. Anybody know baby metal? Japanese do drip coffee really well. Yes, actually, this is drip coffee. So it's a little package that I just open and I drip onto it, and it's amazing. Yeah, is $1 to 1 yen even? Nah, I don't know the. Let's look at the exchange rate right now. So, yen to dollar. So 1 yen equals. Hold on. 100 yen. 100 yen. That's a better. Okay. So, right now, 100 yen, which is $1, will get you 94 US cents. 94 cents. So, we're doing good, yeah? Yeah, a yen is usually about a penny. Yeah, right now it's yeah, so 1 Japanese yen is 94 cents. Yeah. What about J metal? Yeah, I like some J metal. I like some J metal. I like baby metal. Baby metal, it's just hilarious. Is what it is. So, yeah. It's like 106 for $1 at the moment. Yeah. It's like 106 for $1 at the moment. Yeah. Really? Let's see. I type in $1 US. Yeah, 106. 106 Japanese yen. Yeah, 106. 106. So $1 US gets you 160 yen. Yeah. Is that considered bad in Japan? What? I mean, it's not too bad. It's been worse. It's been worse, yeah. Hello. How are you? Yeah? What do you want? You just coming over here and being cute? I don't know. He just came over here and is hanging out. Hanging out. So when I moved from Hawaii, right? So I originally was in Hawaii. I lived there for 10 years. I met my wife there. And we moved to Japan, right? Oh, he's playing guitar again. We obviously a big chunk of our money we wanted to bring it over, so we basically just went to the local exchange, and we made just in currency exchange we made like about $3,000 to $4,000 just in exchanging currency. I mean, we did about close to about $30,000 US to Japanese yen, bringing it over. I left a big chunk back in the United States. But yeah, do you follow baseball? Is the Japanese season on now? Yes, my wife is a huge baseball fan, Japanese baseball fan, and I love baseball. And you can see some of my hats over there. That one right there on the end is a Kansas City Royals baseball hat. I love the Kansas City Royals because I'm from Kansas. And yeah, but yeah, SoftBank Hawks. We followed the SoftBank Hawks, and we root for the SoftBank Hawks. And the SoftBank Hawks have won the Japan Climax Series because they call it the Climax Series here in Japan. They've won the Climax Series, basically the World Series of Japan, if that's how you want to think about it. They've won it 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. So SoftBank's Fukuoka is super strong in baseball. So I definitely recommend that. That's one thing. If you can come to Japan, definitely go to a Japanese baseball game because I like baseball. And it's a different experience than watching baseball in the United States. They're both fun. I like both. I'm dying. I would love to go to a game in the United States, but that won't happen for the very near future. I will say this: I think that a Japanese baseball game is much more affordable than the United States. Yeah, I've seen the Giants play twice. Love it. Are they allowing crowds? Yes. So they are letting some people in, but they have to be, the seats are very far apart. A coworker of mine, she said she went with her boyfriend, and it was the first time for her. She's Japanese, right? It was her first time to go to a baseball game, right? And they had to sit like 4 seats apart from each other, like their boyfriend and girlfriend, right? But they had to sit like 4 seats apart, and they kind of checker everybody. So like you have someone sitting here, and the person's in the row behind you is like over here, and like it's all like staggered and stuff like that. So she said it was interesting. It was kind of, it didn't, it was her first experience. She's seen baseball on TV, and seen the huge crowds and stuff like that. But her first experience was during our world now, and they had robot cheerleaders. They have like these the Pepper robot. They were cheering, and then they also have like kind of these these robot dogs that like kind of dance and stuff like that. Yeah, the atmosphere at a game is important though. Yeah, for sure. They're not doing the Jet Husen. So they basically the 7th inning stretch, like in the United States, like the 7th inning stretch, you'll sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" and whatnot. And there's like a little break, and they have some entertainment. In Japan, they'll sing like the team song, and then they have the Jet Husen, which is basically like these balloons that you can blow up, and you let go, and they fly into the air. And they do that every game, but they're not doing that now. Yeah. What's the internet like compared to the US? Typically faster, more expensive? Do you have to do contracts? Any diff regulations, pirating, etc.? I'm not sure if I can answer all of those. So I recently got fiber optic installed into our building here. We bought this condominium that we're in now. And the building didn't have fiber optic installed into it. So basically, I set up a contract to get fiber optic in here, and our internet is very fast. I recently did, and as Chris was here, maybe Dew was here as well, I did a 30-hour live stream. 30-hour nonstop live stream of Typhoon recently, and my internet held up just fine. And I had cell phones and other computers, and my wife was using the internet and stuff like that, watching Netflix. So I was pulling a lot of internet, and everything was fine. But it depends on where you are. If you're a little bit more in the countryside, in the rural areas, I would say the internet is probably not as good. We're in a bigger city, so we're fine. So our internet is fine. Yeah, and you do have to do like contracts, and whatnot, monthly fee and stuff like that. But pirating, I don't know any different regulations for pirating. I don't know. I'm not that super tech savvy, so I don't know. But I will say that I've been in Japan for almost 5 years now, so it's been a while since I've been back in the United States. So how much monthly? I think we pay about sanzen, about $30 a month, but that's because we have super high speed fiber optic and whatnot. I think that's what it is. Maybe it's like 27 Nisen 700 yen, so it's about 2,700 yen per month. It's not bad, but like I said, my wife can use it, and we when he wants to watch some cartoons and stuff like that, and when we show him cartoons, it's all in English. Yeah. It's cheap. Wow. Okay. I have no idea what it costs back in the United States. It's been so long since I've had any bills from the United States. Like, I think in Japanese yen now. So yeah. Good stuff. I like the chats going on here with Knights of Old. Yeah. It cost me about double for inferior internet. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Right now, I'm super lucky in that basically they had to install fiber optic into our building. And our building has 14 floors. And I think there's at least 4 apartments, four condominiums almost on every single level. But some levels have a few more. So 14 times. So we have about maybe 70 to 80 units in our here we'll do an internet speed test real quick. Internet speed test. and we'll show you guys what it's at. But they installed here. Let me try to pop up a browser here so you guys can see. Browser. We'll pop up a browser here so we can see the internet speed test, and you guys can judge if it's fast or whatnot. I don't know much about it, but hold on. Now I have to go to interact. Go. It's all in English right now. All right, here we are. Go. So we're testing. All right, so there you are. That's fast, right? We'll do it again. Sup, Zipper? Boom. I don't know. Do you pay to recycle and pay for trash? Nope, don't pay for trash or anything like that. Let's interact here. Someone that's like more tech savvy than me, is that fast internet? I think it's fast. I don't know. What's the normal? It's not wanting to oh, there we are. There it goes. Oh, and I just got a little boost there, so 210 megabytes per second. So that's crazy fast, right? Are you significantly larger than any other? Are you significantly larger than an ordinary Japanese person? If so, do you have trouble finding clothes? No. I am. Let's remove that. See you later. Bye. No, I don't have any trouble because I am actually average size in Japan. I'm average size in Japan, and I'm below average in the United States. I'm only about 5'7". So I'm pretty short dude. So I find, Japan is a clothing wonderland for me, because back in the United States, usually everything is a little bit bigger, because, yeah, you got your minion, yeah. Yes, and we pay for water, yeah. And water is fairly cheap. I would say it's probably about, I don't know, 2,000 yen, $20 a month or so for water. Maybe a little bit higher in the winter months when we're taking baths. We get into the ofuro. So, time for me to do some work. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Chris. Gambare. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we see you again, yeah? We'll just give SimperX a quick... SimperX! Alright, we gave SimperX a quick crazy echoey, because he's an awesome dude. Love his videos, love his streams and whatnot. Yeah. What are some of the higher expenses that Americans wouldn't necessarily think about? Transportation costs. I use the train every month, right? Or I use the train almost every single day to commute. And it cost me about $300 per month in transportation cost. But the thing is that my company reimburses that. So they're very good. But highways here in Japan are all toll roads. So if you want to use a highway in Japan, it's going to cost you money. So it can cost you, depending on the stretch of road that you want to use or the distance that you want to go to, it can cost you close to $25 to $30 for you to use that stretch of highway. So if you're going on a super long road trip and you're using highways, just using the highways can cost you, $100 some odd dollars depending on how far you're going. If you're using $100, that means I think you're going pretty dang far, crossing other prefectures and stuff like that. So transportation costs for sure. What's another kind of expense that might cost a little bit extra? Yeah, stuff like that. Entertainment, because Japan has so many fun things to do. So you can get trapped into you know, spending money on hobbies, because if you have a hobby, you can probably find it here in Japan, for sure. Are there public restrooms all over the city, or do you need to store buy stuff? So yeah, there's public restrooms all over the city, and they're called konbini. So convenience stores, 7-Elevens. You can literally go into any 7-Eleven. It's few and far between that. I have been into some konbini that they don't have toilets or whatnot, but almost 99% of all konbini, Japanese convenience stores, are going to have toilets. But they also do have other toilets, and public parks are all going to have a toilet and whatnot. They might not be the cleanest, but they're still better than some parks in the United States toilets, for sure, because they actually have people maintaining them. Yeah. How did you feel when you first moved to Japan? It was amazing, because it was one of my goals. It was one of my goals in life. I told myself I'm going to move to Japan, and I kind of go into this rant about if you want to do something, switch your mentality and instead of saying I want to do something, say I'm going to do something. So I figured that out in my head, really quick. When I started studying Japanese, instead of saying I want to learn Japanese, I'm saying I'm going to learn Japanese, or I am learning Japanese. I didn't say I want to learn. I said I'm going to, and I did. And I've been doing it for 15 years. And the same thing with, Japanese. I said I'm going to move to Japan. I'm going to move to Japan. And, by switching your mentality into I'm going to move to Japan, your actions slowly, if you say it enough, that becomes your lifestyle, that becomes your everyday routine, and you start taking tiny little steps to move towards your goal. So I did it, and it was amazing. I was like, hey, I've accomplished my goal after many years. I'd studied Japanese for close to close to 10, 11 years, almost 10 years or so before I moved here full time, right? I'd been on trips to Japan before that, but moving here, yeah. But yeah, it was amazing. But I will say I did still have some culture shock, because going on many trips to Japan, and I took long trips to Japan. I think I came here for about 3 weeks one time, and even longer than that. I think I came for a month once. And just kind of explored all over Japan, backpack, and stayed in capsule hotels and with other friends and stuff like that. But it's a completely different feel when you're moving here full time, and you got to make an internet contract, and you got a apartment contract, and jobs, and work, and setting up bank accounts, and cell phone contracts. And Haza, be careful! You almost knocked Daddy's coffee over. Okay, you have to be careful. Okay, hi. And another thing too is that my situation is a little bit different, because I was moving as a family. We moved here right before he was born, so about 6 months before he was born, maybe a little bit less, a little bit less before he was born. And so I was, I had to figure out a lot of things, moving to a new country, figuring out how to be dad and take care of mom, and take care of a newborn baby, and hospitals and stuff like that, so I really it took me a while to adjust, and I kind of hit a little bit of a low point, because I'm like, lots of huge changes really quick, moving to a brand new country, having a baby. I've never done that in my entire life. New jobs, new environment, zero friends, so I left all my friends back in Hawaii and stuff like that. So a lot of huge changes really quick. And it you know, you trying to snap? Snap. It's kind of hard for him, yeah. So, but yeah, let me check up with chat here. Sounds better than France. I've heard public toilets are much rarer in Europe. Thanks for the cat. Gotta go. Thanks for the chat. Thanks, Knights of Old. Thanks again, man. It was a pleasure. I don't know if you're still here or not. What are you doing? I'm gonna move this coffee away from you because I don't trust you. I don't trust you around my coffee. I love you. Yeah. But I don't trust you around my coffee. Oh, don't touch, don't touch. Yes, that's a microphone. Can you say microphone?
Microphone.
Good job, microphone. Ah! It's time to tickle. It's tickle the haze time. Did I tickle? It's tickle the haze time. 1, 2, 3. Tickle! 1, 2, 3. Tickle the haze time. Tickle the haze time. That was cute. Yeah. Okay, bye. See you. Yeah, he's definitely a cute dude, and I think he's gonna be more handsome than me one day. Anyway, good stuff. Yeah. So, kawaiosis. Kawaiosis. For sure. Good stuff. I'm running low. I actually have quite a bit of coffee here. But yeah, we're gonna hang out for a little while longer. I'm gonna monitor myself on my cell phone really again, see what we're sounding like. I plan on doing another live stream later on tonight. Can probably turn this down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. There's breaks, there's pauses because I am listening to see what it sounds like. Okay. But yeah, I plan on doing another live stream later on this evening of me playing video games, Japanese video games, which is always fun. And that will be not until later on this evening here in Japan when this dude goes to sleep. And mommy can you know, I'm gonna take this off. I don't need those on. I can see the mic pinging, so for sure I'm gonna take those off, and sounds much better. We'll turn that up a little bit. I don't need to talk quite as loud. For sure. Let's go back and talk about Fukuoka. But yeah, Fukuoka, we have an amazing temple here called Dazaifu Tenmangu. And it is the temple that is devoted to the study gods, the learning gods. So basically, a lot of students, middle school students and high school students and college students will come to that temple, very big, beautiful temple, and pray for success. You know, like the middle schoolers will pray that they can get into their high schools that they want to get into, and the high school students will pray that they can get into the college that they want to get into, and maybe the college students, you know, pray for good grades and they can get into different programs and graduate schools and stuff like that, you know, and they pray that they can do good on tests and stuff like that. So I recommend Dazaifu. It's a beautiful, very old temple, but yeah, good stuff. The Zaifu is very fun. They have an amazing museum there as well. A beautiful town, more traditional town. We have Sasaguri. Sasaguri is a name of a place that has a giant, it has the largest sleeping Buddha in the entire world. So the Buddha is laying on his side, and it is amazing. Yeah. OT, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Sure. Yeah. But yeah. Sasaguri, the largest sleeping Buddha. And I think Chris abroad in Japan, did a video on that. And it's cool. I might try to do a video on that one day. What else is cool? We have the beautiful Ohori coin. Allah may bless you, your cute family, love, happy forever in your life. Thank you, Mansoor. Thank you for that. I was talking about Dazaifu being beautiful. I looked up pictures. Oh, okay, yeah, Dazaifu is amazing, yeah? Dazaifu is an amazing, beautiful place. Dazaifu. It's an amazing, and look up the Kyushu National Museum. The Kyushu National Museum is the museum that is located right next to it. And it is a beautiful, beautiful museum. Very modern, yeah. For sure. I love old things too, yeah. I'm going to turn down his Sesame Street while he's gone. What you doing, Hazel? You sleepy? Are you okay? Are you sleepy? Sleepy? You want to take a nene? Nene suru? Nene suru? Alright, hold on everyone. I'm gonna go be dad for a little bit. Did I miss you answering when I asked what attracted you to Japan in the beginning? I will answer that in just a sec. Hang out for just a quick moment. Let's see if I can give you a quick view of outside the window. Nope, can't do that, but my son said he's a little bit tired. He's a little bit tired. He has a little bit of a cold, so might try to put him down. So just hang out. Just hang out. Sleepy? No? You wanna watch Justin? Justin time? Daddy's gonna go in there. I'm gonna turn on. I'll turn it on for you. Okay, so now he's not tired. But I think he just got some bored. Bored. I don't know. Nah. Give me a sec. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Back. We're back. Yeah. So, just had to be dad for a little bit. Thanks for the 4 or 5 people that are still hanging out in chat there. Let's see. If I turn this off, what are we gonna look like? Yeah, it's a little bit dark. If I turn this one off, what do we look like? Yeah, too dark. Donk. I have a little bit of some lights on. I have this beautiful light going on, natural light. Welcome back, Japan Dan. Very good. Yeah, thanks, you. So to answer your question, the reason that got me interested in Japan, it's a little bit of a long story. We'll try to condense it. So, a young Daniel, many years ago, graduated high school, and in high school I studied Spanish for 4 years, and I was the teacher's assistant for 2 of those. So I was super into second languages and whatnot. So that's the base of my language interest. You know, I liked second languages. I thought they were cool. Graduated, started going to university, and I quit immediately. First semester, I dropped out of college the first semester because I was like, I'm spending a lot of money and I don't know what I want to do. You know, this college thing is crazy expensive. I have no plan. So I dropped out, and I did the whole I'm going to find myself, you know, and it's pretty typical for a lot of Americans to do that, you know, to take a year or so off. And I did that. So worked odd jobs and stuff like that. And then I through friends of friends, I met this Japanese American girl. We were around the same age, and she was totally into languages. So she was Japanese American, but her dad was from Japan. He was Japanese, and her mom was Vietnamese. And they both were immigrants to the United States. So she was half Japanese, half Vietnamese, but born in the United States. So she was American in the sense that she went through the American education system. But she was Japanese in heritage, Japanese, Vietnamese in heritage. So she understood, little bits of Japanese from her dad. And then she'd been to Japan because she had family there. And her mom was Vietnamese, so she understood Vietnamese. She also studied French, and she studied abroad in France for like a year and a half or something like that in high school. So she was a high school exchange student, and she also was very good in Spanish. So she had Spanish, French, Japanese, Vietnamese. Obviously, English was her native language because she was born in the United States. So she was a polyglot, 4 or 5 different languages and stuff like that. So, she was into languages. Through friends of friends of friends, we started dating. I was like the bad boy. You know, her family had a little bit of extra money. They were a little bit well-to-do. And I was like the bad boy who dropped out of college. I was a little bit older than her and stuff like that. And then she said, you know, hey, let's study Japanese together, just randomly one day. And I was like, all right, cool, let's do that, you know. Because she was, you know, she understood a lot of Japanese, but she didn't speak it very well. She only spoke what, you know, was spoken to her and whatnot. But yeah, so she's like, let's study Japanese together. I was like, all right, cool, let's do that, you know. I was totally into it because I wanted to impress her and stuff like that. So she was my first motivation. And when we started studying, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun because we were doing it together, and I was doing it to impress her, and you know, and stuff like that. So it was really positive, and I think the language really, you know, it just snapped into my brain very easily, because it wasn't like, oh, I have to study this language for a test or whatnot. You know, it was just a fun thing to do. So that's what my original push into Japanese. And then she said, hey, how about this? Go back to college and learn Japanese in college. And I was like, all right, cool, yeah. So I did that. And then we only dated for about a year and a half or something like that, way back when. This was when I was 19. I've been using Japanese for 15 years now. So because I had that Japanese American girlfriend, that's what set me down the path. And when I went back to college, I was like, all right, I had a drive, I had a focus. So it really pushed me to study hard because that's what I wanted to do. So I went back to my local universities in Kansas, and I studied. I think I took about maybe 1 year, so 2 semesters there. And they didn't have a very big Japanese program there. No, I did 2 years. 2 years, yeah. 2 years of Japanese. So I took all their classes in Kansas and surrounded myself with as many Japanese people as I could. And surprisingly, there was quite a few Japanese people, Japanese foreign exchange students in Kansas. And I made some really amazing friends, and they're still friends to this day, that I could practice Japanese with. And they wanted to practice English, so it was just kind of an exchange. And yeah, one of my Japanese friends, I used to go to his house like every weekend, and we would buy a 30-pack of beer and drink that all throughout the weekend. Like, we'd just stay up all night drinking and watching Japanese TV and speaking in Japanese and English and stuff like that, because that's what college students do, drink beer. But yeah, so we did that, and then from there I took all the classes I could in Kansas, and I wanted to study more. And I wanted to study abroad, right? But that study abroad is very expensive, and I was paying for all my college. Yeah, I had to choose, I was looking at programs and stuff like that, and I was like, hey, how about this? Hawaii has a large Japanese population in the community, like a very strong, deep connection to Japan, but it's still in the United States. So I moved to freaking Hawaii. So that was awesome. I was in Hawaii for 10 years, and went to the University of Hawaii, studied crazy there. I took Okinawan dialect, Okinawan language class. I also took Japanese gagaku class, so I was playing the ryuteki. I took tea ceremony class. So not only was I taking Japanese language courses, I was taking Japanese culture courses. I took Okinawan dance class, so I was learning Okinawan dances. So those were all really fun classes. I took a history of samurai class, and that was really a really fun class. The teacher was very eccentric. He could tell you any and everything about samurai, which is really awesome. We'll zoom in a little bit more here, since he's in the other room, kind of taking a little bit of a rest. Yeah, so that's kind of whatnot. I worked for a Japanese travel agency, JTB, for about 6 years. So yeah, 我が小説家長い物語は好きです。好き。So I'm a novelist, and I like long folk tales, long stories. Yeah, monogatari is kind of like folk story or story, folk tale, folk story. But yeah, stories. You like long stories. Nice. Novelist. Very good. Yeah, and then it brings me up to my where I'm at now. I met my wife in Hawaii. We lived together for 4 years in Hawaii, and like I mentioned earlier in stream, in the next 2 days it will be our 6th year wedding anniversary. So we've been married for 6 years. So and later on today we are gonna go shopping. Daddy and Hayes are gonna go shopping for mommy present later on today. So yeah, that brings us up to here. But I like Japanese. A lot of people are like, hey, were you interested in anime or manga or anything? Is that what got you into Japanese? Well, no, it was just a Japanese girl that I met. That's what got me into it. But after that, I fell in love with learning the language. More than that, it gave me a purpose. It gave me a drive to study Japanese. Right? Before I'd studied Japanese, I had no idea what anime was. Never watched a single thing. I've heard of Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. So, but now that I'm I understand it, and I understand the culture behind anime and manga and stuff like that. Like, I enjoy it. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest buff. I couldn't tell you any very much about it. I don't know the deepest, darkest episode of the secret episodes of Channel 75 anime manga. I can't tell you any of that stuff. But I'm a very casual anime and manga watcher, because there's some very good anime and stuff out there. So anyway, kind of the long, condensed, short version, probably still really long version of why I study Japanese. But the main thing is that, I find it odd that people seem to love anime and manga so extremely. I find they tend to have the same rate of being enjoyable as any other form of media. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't like to. Oh, look at my awesome hairdo. Wow. It's like, if people are into it, good for them. Like, I don't hate on anybody's interests. That's what you like. But there are a lot of people that just really go like crazy for it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get too into it. I'm not going to go out and cosplay and buy every single piece of merch and stuff like that. But if that's, your hobby, like, dude, definitely go for it. I think it's a very interesting thing, Hair forward, 2010 Pops hairstyle. Let's see. Crazy hairstyle going on, yeah. Need to go get it trimmed. But yeah. But when in doubt, I'm usually wearing a hat. Like, I love wearing hats, so I'm a hat dude. But yeah, fun stuff. Tokini Andy introduced me to Psyche K. Does make you a little cuter. Thank you. But yeah, Tokini Andy introduced me into Psyche K. Yeah, I definitely recommend Psyche K. It is a whirlwind of a fun anime, for sure. So, the Japanese in that is really, really, really fast. But I will say, I watched the English dub, and the English dub of Psyche K is actually really good. I kind of enjoy the voice acting, just the quality of the voices in English, because I like watching it in Japanese as well, because in Japanese it's really funny, but the voice acting is spot on for Psyche K in English, and I definitely recommend doing both just to compare. I tend to watch it in English a little bit more, but I do watch it in Japanese quite a bit as well. So yeah, Psyche K is a great fun time of an anime. Yeah, Andy is a great dude. I enjoy hanging out on his streams and hanging out in his Discord and whatnot. And he's just a cool dude. We just met randomly on the internet. We've never met in person. We talk on Discord every once in a while, but we did our first video collabs ever. Like, I'd never done a video collab before, and neither had he. So we did a collaboration way back when my channel had probably 300 or 400 subscribers. Now we're at close to 1,700. We're getting up there. Yeah, we just did a video collab together about learning Japanese. Some tips to learn Japanese. 12 tips to learn Japanese. And then we did a vending machine race. We raced around our prospective cities. I raced around Hakata or Fukuoka City. He raced around Nagano City to find as many vending machines as possible. And I think in 1 hour, I found close to 200 vending machines. In 1 hour, I think Andy found close to 100 and some odd in 1 hour. That's how many vending machines there are in Japan. Just ridiculous amounts of vending machines. So, but yeah, great dude. And we have plans to hang out like sometime when the world allows it. But for sure, you got to come over to Japan. You're in Are you in the United States or the UK? I'm not sure which one. One of those, right? Yeah. You hear wild tales of Japanese vending machines sometimes. Yes, yes. But the ladies' underwear in vending machines is a pretty urban myth. Used ladies' underwear is a I am United States. I don't know. If so, what part of the United States? I'm originally from Kansas, so smack dab in the middle of the United States. Yeah, fun stuff. Oh, how did that get turned off? I was wondering. I was getting a little bit warm. Oh, not timer. I have a fan on right next to me. It's getting great. It's getting great weather here in Japan to where we haven't had our air conditioner on for the past week or so. Usually September in Japan is still a little bit warm, but we've been, great temperature. We've had our windows open at night. It's great. We get the fresh air, and right now I have the windows open, just letting in the early fall. I was born in North Carolina. One of my first exposures to Japanese. One of my first exposures to a Japanese thing. I did not know this at the time. A positively massive number of invasive Japanese plants are nativized. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm extremely fond of flowers. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I like plants as well. You've maybe seen some of my my fish videos, but I'm all into water plants recently, yeah, I have fun. So I create my own compost right out on my balcony here, and whenever something sprouts from my compost, like I just throw food scraps, not necessarily food scraps, but vegetable scraps, and whatnot into my compost. Right, whatever sprouts from that, I usually just try to put it in a pot. Right now I have cilantro. I have some green onions. I took the green onions from the store that I chopped off and I left the roots. Let the roots grow in just some water, and then I transplanted it into some soil. And I've had those for a good 3 years now. I've had literally just store-bought green onions or chives or I don't know what people call them, and I cut them down and I left the little roots, right, and they've been growing for the past 4 years. You see whole forest overgrown of kudzu, which is extremely edible. Okay. Lots of wisteria. Okay, very good. The house where I spent my later childhood also had lots of camellias and some Japanese cherries and lily magnolia. Nice. Very good. Yeah. So, yeah, and actually I have a pineapple that I'm growing right now. So basically I just chop the top of the pineapple as you do, and then I put that in soil and it's growing. So hopefully one day that will grow into a pineapple. If not, it's fine. It's still very pineapple is a really cool looking plant. It's just the leaves, right? Kind of going out, kind of a, not necessarily a fern, but yeah, I just like the look of the pineapple plant, of the pineapple top, and it's growing, literally. Bromeliad. Happy pineapple bromeliad. Yes, bromeliad. I think I'm saying that right, but pineapple plants. Pineapple. And the next time I get another pineapple, I'm going to do it again. Because it's just super... pine. I'm looking at pineapple plants right now. Pineapple plants. But yeah, no, it looks great. And it's really easy. All I did was, like the top of the pineapple, like normally you just throw that away and it's got the nice little stalk, so I just transplanted that over into a pot. And it's growing fine. It's actually doing really, really well. But in my medaka, I have, I think I have like a water lily or a lotus. I'm not sure. I need to check it out. I have a mangrove, a little miniature mangrove that's kind of like a bonsai size. It's like bonsai size of a mangrove tree, and that's doing amazing. The duckweed is kind of cool. Water hyacinth, the water hyacinth, really nice. They have very small purple flowers, and they only bloom for maybe about 3 or 4 days. And I have another one that has some really cute flowers in my other Meidaka pond there. I forget the name of it. I looked it up one time. But yeah, it's got some nice purple flowers. Rosemary, I grew rosemary, and I use that for cooking. I just made steak last night, and I just went to the balcony, boop, snipped off some rosemary and threw that into the steak, which is good, yeah. I've seen a tiny bonsai apple tree that made a single normal-sized apple, and it was both weird and adorable. Yeah, there's some people that go nuts for bonsai. If you hear a ambulance in the background, I live right next to a large hospital, so every once in a while. Yeah, and mint, grow mint. Oh yeah, I had tomatoes, right? So I grew tomatoes, but I didn't buy a tomato plant. So basically, like I was talking about with my my compost out on my balcony here, they just sprouted. Like, it just sprouted, and I took that little sprout and I moved it over, transplanted it, and lo and behold, it grew into a tomato plant, and I got probably a good 20 to 30 mini cherry tomatoes from that way. So yeah, good stuff. I live by Nagasaki Sando, which is basically a old road that connects the top of Kyushu all the way down to Nagasaki. Some people like to, say it was the Japanese Silk Road, I guess you could say, but it was a long trade road, and they have lots of Japanese pines like matsu, and it's a very beautiful long rows, and a very wide path between these Japanese pines, and it's so beautiful. Right behind my house, me and my son go there and play with it a lot. Yeah. The house with the camellias had vegetable and herb garden too. I'm well familiar with all those plants. I was probably the only child that I knew so intent on playing with flowers. Yeah, I love gardening. You know, I'm just more of a let it grow kind of gardener. You know, I don't like to. I'm not too meticulous about it. You know. Pine is my enemy. Unfortunately, it makes me sneeze. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but these those pines are very beautiful. I appreciate them. You know, they look great. Yeah. So I'm not. I just kind of see things sprouting and let it sprout. You know, because I live in a condominium. You know, I don't have like a garden. I have a balcony garden, I guess you can say, but yeah, it does. Yeah, letting it go a bit wild, you know, for sure. But I'd love to have a little plot of land to where I can you know, do that. I'm looking at a place. I'd love to buy it, but that's will take many more years. Yeah, I want to. There's this little plot of land. I'm saying I want to, but I should say I'm going to. I'm going to buy this little plot of land in an area that is very beautiful, and I'd love to make it a vacation rental area that you can go camping, and maybe a photography studio, and a art studio, and a YouTube studio, and a event space, and a place where me and my son, my wife, we can go and escape for weekends and stuff like that. So yeah, I would love to do that as well, for sure. Right now we live in a condominium, and a lot of people in Japan definitely do live in condominiums. It's just very it's the norm here in Japan to live in condominiums, but a lot of people do live in houses and whatnot. But a lot of the houses, yeah, it's that's one important thing to do is you always have to have happy ideas in your head, happy dreams, and happy ideas in your head because keeps you sane. Keeps you sane in this crazy world we have here. So, yeah, the plot of land that I'd like to buy is right next to a dam, very close to a dam, and it's beautiful over there. It's in the countryside, right behind mountains, a very quiet, peaceful place. There's only one road going into the town and one road going out. It's right next to an elementary school, literally 100 yards away from an elementary school, about 100 yards away from the koban, which is basically the small police box where the police officer is. And that koban is really interesting in that there's the police station, but it's connected to a house, so the police officer lives there. So he lives in the very, very small community, and the dam has a beautiful big lake or reservoir. It's not a lake, but I guess it's a lake, but it's a reservoir lake, and lots of streams that you can play in. I've done some live streams over there where I've gone and stacked rocks and whatnot. Because I like stacking rocks every once in a while. I think it's really cool, rock stacking. Yeah. So that's the plot of land that I would like to buy, and it's very small. It's I don't know how big it is, but it is the dream that I have in the back of my head. So, I need to take トイレに行きたいです。おしっこしたいです。ちょっとトイレ行きたいので、ちょっと音楽つけようか。ちょっと音楽をつけて、それでちょっとトイレ行きたいと思います。いいですか？トイレ行ってもいいですか？トイレ行ってもいいですか？YouTube. Alright, I gotta turn that off. Thanks, Dew. Alright, so let's turn this one on. Let's give you guys something to listen to. I have to open the sounds preferences. Oh, hold on. Connect. Connect Bluetooth speaker. Connect. It's not wanting to connect. All right, you. Thanks again for hanging out, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you virtually and hang out on the Discord and stuff like that. We'll definitely see you later. We're probably going to keep this going for another hour or so. And then, yeah, go out shopping for mommy. Go out shopping for mommy. I have to use the toilet. I have to use the toilet. I have to use the toilet. Anytime on the internet, quite a lot. Yes, very. I see you on Discord quite a bit too. And it's always fun. It's always fun to hang out on the Discord, yeah? Come on now. Come on. All right, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go live later on this evening and play some dumb Japanese video games. Gonna play some dumb Japanese video games later on tonight. I really need to go pee, but I want to get this music playing for everyone. There it is. There it is for everybody. All right, I'm going to take a quick toilet break. Hang in there, everybody. Ooh. All right, everybody, I am back. Let's turn this down a little bit. All right. Let me turn that up a little bit more. Okay. I'm back. I don't know. Looks like we got about 5 or 6 people. Looks like someone gave me a thumbs down on my stream. Oh no. Whatever. Gotta roll with the punches. I don't really care if you don't like it. Awesome. You know, at least you're being honest. And I'm back with some grapefruit tansan. I love me some sparkling water here in Japan. And let me know who is in chat, who is hanging out. Dew was here, but he's gone. He's gone out for a walk, go for a stroll. And I'm gonna check what it is sounding like. What is it sounding like with the music in the background? Let's see. Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah, probably good. Let me know if the music is overpowering everybody. Yeah. Hit me up in chat with any questions you have, and I will try to answer to the best of my ability here on stream. If not, I'm just gonna keep talking about Fukuoka, which is the city that I live in here in Kyushu. So Kyushu, let's bring up a map here. Kyushu is in the south of Japan. Kyushu is in the south of Japan. And, ooh, one thing drinking with this, you kind of get a little bit of a, burps. Sparkling water. Let's add a browser. Put the browser over here. And I'm gonna get a browser. Get a browser up. I gotta open up a browser. Google Maps. Google Maps. Google Maps. Google Maps. Google Maps. Control C. Properties. Boom. Boom. Google Maps. Alright. Boo-doop. Alright, so you can see this is my town. Interact. I don't want it to cover my face. Where are we gonna put it over here? I want to cover chat. Hold on, let's do this. All right, we're gonna put it over here. We're gonna cut off a little bit of the chat there, but everything on the bottom is still the new. So, interact. So, I live in Kitakyushu-shi. So, and I live in Kurosaki. That's Kyushu Kogo Daigaku. So, Yahata. Nishi Kurosaki. So, I live right here. So, where is it at? Right here, Kurosaki. So here is Kurosaki. Here is my town. Yeah. So this is the station that I live in. Let's go to satellite. Let's check out satellite. Come on, satellite, please. Switch over. Yeah. I kind of like this better. Anyway, so Kurosaki is the station that I use. It's really interesting. You can kind of see like it's very, very unique in that like there's kind of like this spiderweb pattern, like a circular pattern out. And I live back this way. I'm not going to show you exactly where, but I live around this area right here. So not very far. This is the row of pine trees that I was talking about, very close to my house. Yeah, and you can see there's lots of parks around, around here. But let's zoom out. And so I live in Kyushu in Fukuoka. So This is Fukuoka Prefecture. Fukuoka Prefecture, and you can see it's the big prefecture. So this is Fukuoka City. Here's Fukuoka City, and I work in Fukuoka City, but I live in Kitakyushu City. So I live in this area, but it's still in the Fukuoka Prefecture. And here's Nagasaki over here. Nagasaki is right here, and Saga Prefecture is right here in the middle. You can see these little dotted lines right here. You can see the dotted lines. I think it's hiding my cursor, isn't it? Hold on. Let's interact. Close that. I don't think it's showing my cursor on there. So let's get back here. Properties. Shutdown source. Local file. Huh. Not sure. Yeah, I wish my cursor would be on screen there, but yeah, I'm not sure. So, yeah. This is Kyushu. The southern island here is all Kyushu. So you have Fukuoka, Kumamoto over here, that's blinking, Kumamoto, Kagoshima, that is down here, Kagoshima, Miyazaki over here, Oita, Nagasaki, here's Nagasaki right there, flashing, and Saga Ken, and Fukuoka Ken, this is Fukuoka Ken, that's the blue thing right there, and Oita Ken, Kumamoto Ken is right there, Kagoshima Ken, and whatnot. So you can see I'm here in Fukuoka, right here, the blinking one, right there. The one that is in blue, the blinking blue one, that's me, and this is Tokyo. So you can see there, Andy is in Nagano. So Nagano is right here. There's Nagano. There is Nagano. So you can see Andy and I are pretty far apart. I live in Kitakyushu and he lives in Nagano. So relatively, compared to like the United States, it's very close, but still like far enough away. Yeah. And Hiroshima, I can go to Hiroshima very quickly. Hiroshima, this is Hiroshima right here, the blinking blue. And I enjoy Hiroshima. Hiroshima is a fun trip for sure. A lot of history, a lot of culture in Hiroshima for sure. Let me know any places in Japan you want me to check out, and we will go look at them on the map. And definitely hit me up in the chat. Give me something to talk about. Hold on. Yeah, Hiroshima. So I've been to let's see. Let's zoom back in a little bit. Okay, so obviously I live in Fukuoka. I've been to Saga here, which is the blinking blue one. I've been to Nagasaki. I've been to Oita. I've been to Kumamoto as well. Been to Kumamoto, the blinking blue one right there. Let's make it a little bit bigger so it's easier for everybody to see. Scoot this way, and then I can make it a little bit bigger. Chat is still visible. So, Kumamoto, I've been to Kumamoto right here. Kumamoto. I've never been to Miyazaki. Which is the blue one right here, the flashing blue one. And I've never been to Kagoshima. But I have plans to go to them eventually. Yeah. And Okinawa. Here is Okinawa. This is Amami. Okinawa. Here's Okinawa. I've been to Okinawa. This is, yeah. I I love Okinawa. I've been there once, and it was great, and I'd like to go back. Okinawa. So I've been there. Let's go back. I haven't been to Shikoku. I'd love to visit Shikoku here. It's not too far away. I'd love to visit there. I've been to Yamaguchi, which is the southernmost prefecture in Honshu. So Honshu, Japan is divided into you have Honshu, which is the main island of Japan here, which is Honshu. Then you have Shikoku, which is this small island here, and you have Kyushu, which is the one blinking right here. This is Kyushu. And then you have Hokkaido up here in the north. There's Sapporo. So Yamaguchi is the southernmost prefecture in Honshu, the main island of Japan. So I've been there. I've been to Hiroshima. I've been to Tottori, which is over here. Tottori, where are you, Tottori? Anyway, been to Tottori. But yeah, Japan is awesome. Okayama, I've never been to Okayama. Would like to go. Oh, here's Tottori, right here, Tottori-ken. So I've been to Tottori. And Hyogo-ken, here's Hyogo-ken. I've been to Osaka, here is Osaka, the blinking one, Osaka. I've been to Kobe. I've been to Kyoto, Osaka-fu. Whatnot. I've been to Nagoya. Nagoya is great. I love Nagoya. Great city. And Nagoya is very centrally located. It's a very you can live in Nagoya. You can go to Tokyo in about an hour and a half, and you can get to Osaka in about an hour, and you can get to Kyoto very quick as well. So Nagoya is another place I wouldn't mind living in Japan, because it's, you can get to the big city. You can get to Tokyo within an hour and a half on the Shinkansen. Chiba, I've been to Chiba, which is right here, Chiba. Obviously here's Tokyo, the big city, Tokyo. Where else have I been? Yeah, I've never been to Hokkaido. I don't think I've been more north than Yamanashi. Yeah, I'd love to go more north, Iwate-ken, Akita-ken, and whatnot. Definitely would like to get to Sapporo one day. Sapporo, not necessarily. I'd love to go to Sapporo, obviously, but love to get to Hokkaido, because I've heard it's very beautiful. So, all right. So there's that. Let's see. Close this down here a little bit. All right. We only have a few people in stream here, and I think we're gonna close it down here. Thanks again to everybody who joined the stream here. I had a lot of fun. Thanks again to my brother Rob and to SimperX. Definitely go check out SimperX. His gaming channel is awesome. Yeah. All right, everybody. Let's close this. Close. Remove. Get rid of that. Buy map of Japan. So, all right, everybody. This is Come to Japan, the channel that wants you to come to Japan. My name is Dan. Thanks again for joining me on this live stream. We're gonna go live again later on this evening, and we're gonna play some weird and wacky, fun Japanese games later on tonight. So, all right, everybody. Thanks again. Mata ne. Bye bye.